Part 3, here we go. Chapter 2-6, ratios, rates, and conversions. And there's even more to this chapter or this section than we're hitting in these 3 videos. But the first part here, at least for our first day of work, I just want to work on using this unit analysis and the conversion factors to use rates to make conversions there for you. So let's look at this question. I'm just going to do this one problem here, and then we'll call it good. Bring your notes to class, and we'll hit it tomorrow here, hopefully. Let's say you're asked to find this, okay? 3,200 ounces is equal to how many tons? Again, don't put this in your phone converter. Don't live your life depending on your phone for everything. Okay, understand how your phone is figuring this out. If you're grabbing your app and saying, I can do it here. No, you're going to think. All right, 3,200 ounces equals how many tons? Let's pretend that this is all we know, okay? Well, here's one thing we know. I know that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces, okay? And let's say I know that 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. Okay, so, and then let's just stop it. Don't work ahead of me. Don't try to figure out the answer. Watch what I'm doing and understand the use of unit analysis, please. All right, step 1. Okay, do you remember what the first step is that I touched in the last video? What do we always start by doing? Put the question over 1. Okay, 3,200. With the unit. Don't forget that part. With the unit, 3,200 ounces over 1 times. Okay. Do you remember step 2? Hopefully. Okay, match the unit in the denominator when you multiply. So I have to have ounces here. Ounces has to be there because you have to cancel it out. Ounces has to be there. Okay, what do I know? Well, it would be really nice if I had ounces equals tons. And yes, you could figure that out, but let's pretend you don't know that. I just want you to see this. Okay, let's say this is all I know. All right, I know that 1 pound, so since I know that I've got ounces and pounds, I have to go ounces to pounds. That's my only choice in this particular problem if we didn't figure out how many ounces were in a ton. Okay, I want you to see the full thing here. So, ounces and pounds. Well, I know that 16 ounces, so I have to put the 16 there because of this. 16 ounces is equal to 1 pound because remember, those two have to be equal so they equal the number 1 because when you multiply 1, nothing changes. But here's the problem I've now run into. Ounces cancels out and I now have pounds. But the question is not asking for pounds, but I have pounds and I know how many pounds and tons are equal to right there. So I'm going to multiply again. In this particular problem, we're going to multiply again. And what do you think we're going to do here? We're going to go times something. What do you think is going to go down here? What unit? I hope you said pounds, because you're right if you did. They have to match to cancel out. Pounds has to go there. And now that I know pounds and tons that are equal, I can put tons there. Now watch. What's happening here is the labels are doing the hard work for you. Okay, really, the labels are doing the work. You're just putting in the labels and then you match up the numbers. Then you're just multiplying across. That's it. It's simple. It's simple when you see the whole picture. This has to equal 1, meaning you have to have the same values here. How many pounds equals how many tons? And I tell you right here, 2,000 pounds is equal to 1 ton. So all you're doing here is you're multiplying 3,200 ounces times 1 times 1. You're just using this form of 1. Now watch what happens. This pound and this pound cancels out. Yes, what we're left with is ton, and that's what you're trying to find in the initial question. You're trying to convert it to tons. Now, here's what you multiply. I'll highlight. I'll go to my highlighter for crying out loud. There we go. 3,200 times 1 times 1. That's your new numerator. 3,200 times 1 times 1. I have to go down here. 3,200 times 1 times 1. That gives me a numerator of 3,200. And don't forget your tons. Whoops, tons. I meant to do that. Put my fractional in there. And in the bottom, I'll circle. I'm going to multiply 1 times 16 times 2,000. Now I've multiplied that out for you. That's 32,000. Now you just divide 3,200 divided by 32,000, and that's equal to 1/10 of a ton. Okay, so the answer is 3,200 ounces equals 1/10, whoops, of a ton. Okay, but again, the main idea here is unit analysis. Okay, so I haven't talked about unit rate, but I might save that for another day because I want you to be able to do this. Use the labels. Let the labels do the work. It's easier. Okay, see you tomorrow.